Hi there, in this video we'll be installing some mud guards on a Ford Kuga from 2015. It's a Kuga MK2 between 2013 and 2019. Okay, to remove these things, to ride something like this with a knife, just a tiny bit, probably also a flathead screwdriver is a good idea, just to get them going a tiny bit. My father was saying that this one doesn't need to come off because it's from something else. And then you get one of these tools underneath, and man, these are freaking stubborn. Once you get it in there, wiggle it around and they kind of start to pop out. Yeah, maybe a stronger tool is ideal, but this is the one that I have at the moment. So now let's see how we actually put in the screws that they gave us in. This is weird. Okay, so for us these screws are useless because the hole for these things is much bigger. So we are reusing these fellows. In your case, maybe you don't have this, you have something like this from the start. We don't, and we also don't have anything from plastic that could be used for the screws in place of this. So let's hope these are enough. I think they are, but we'll find out. If any of them don't want to come out, you need to come with two flatheads on each of these sides. You can see they have a flathead side in here and one in here, and with two of them you can get it out. These sadly are a bit used, so we'll see if these are strong enough. Worst case, we need to buy new ones, and maybe we will find a way to buy something for the screws, but we'll be installing this and you can ask in the comments if they held up. Maybe they will. Now it's just a matter of holding this while the holes are aligned and taking these ones one by one and pushing them in. Make sure you push them from this side and only then lock this, because otherwise they will not go in there. And while they are pushed all the way in, you lock them. Kind of hard for me to do and show at the same time, especially this one because it's extra stubborn. Yeah, it went in the end. Something like this for all of them. Two of them in. In case you are wondering what's on this one, this is what's on that one, because they are old, dirty, and you cannot put them back in. So we put some grease on them and then make sure they are fully pushed in. Once you want to push the central pin, but you need some grease in case they don't go any other way. This was the only way we could make them work. Yep, grease is the way. Without it, it literally wouldn't go back in. And yes, this is freaking sturdy without any screws. This will not be moving from here. Perfect. Sorry about the engine running, but in the front we moved the wheels. Again with grease we could put this in, and we also put in the fourth hole one of the screws they gave us, because here the car had nothing. And yeah, the fitment is really nice front and back. And this is the fit of the rears, also really good. Yes, we have some grease marks from when we worked on them last night, and hopefully they will prevent such things getting spray over this rear bumper. They are not low enough to hit any curves or stuff like that. This car is really tall. But yeah, anyway, much better, but a bit weird. But hopefully that grease trick will also help you. And make sure you buy ones that fit well. If they don't fit them well, just contact the seller, return them, whatever. These ones are awesome. And they were $12, something like that. So really cheap. And yes, this is the situation in the front. Again, a bit of grease all around from handling them. Hopefully we won't have this, or at least not as much of this anymore. And yeah, that's about it. Hope this video helps you, in which case please give it a like, check out my other videos, and as always, see you in the next one. Bye.